Hi everyone, myself Ritashna. I am here to explain the practicum which I have done. Let me explain the question. In this practicum, I explains how to use dynamic memory allocation to store the employee's record and then save those records to a file and read them back. Okay. First, I include the header file stdio.h and stdlib because I need file function, pointer function, and memory allocation function. Then I define a structure called employee. This structure contains three fields: a character array for the name, an integer for employee ID, and a float for salary. Inside the main function, I declare variable for numbers of employee, loop counter, and a pointer employee, which will points to dynamically allocate memory. I also declare a file pointer fp. I begin by asking the user to enter the number of employees, this value n, and tells me how much memory is needed. Next, I use malloc to allocate memory for n employee records. I multiply n by the size of the employee structure. If memory allocation fails, I display an integer. I display an error and exit. Then I use a loop to read details for each employee. Inside the loop, I take the name, the ID, and the salary and store them in the dynamic array using employee I. After reading all the employee detail, I open a file named employee.txt in write mode. If the file cannot be opened, I free the memory and stop the program. I then try to write each employee's detail into the file using a loop and the fprintf function. After writing, I close the file. Next, I reopen the same file in read mode so I can display the stored records. If the file cannot be opened, I free the memory and exit. If I print a heading and then use a while loop for scanf to read each record one by one. Each time I display the name, ID, and salary of the screen. After reading all the records, I close the file and free the dynamically allocated memory using free. Finally, I pass the screen with system pass and the program ends with a return 0. Thank you.